Hi there, Joka here from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and in this video I'm going to focus on the new Voyage and Sail Away die sets. One of them is the Voyage set is a sailboat and a sentiment, and the Sail Away is the same design but then a background die, an A2 size basically, but since it doesn't have edges you can use it on other sizes as well. Here I'm using an ancient Fun Stampers Journey Spellbinders embossing folder that doesn't exist anymore. I use this for waves and also for wind. And then I just embossed the top part for wind this time of my card front, and now I'm putting together my sailboat. I'm normally trying to create dies where I have the options to add color. So here you have a solid boat, but also you have the option to add stripes, and in this case I'm using two colors, a white and a blue, a dark blue, and then I'm also adding more layers to that boat just so that it's more dimensional. And here for the sails I have one in a polka dot design, and the other one you can use stripes on, or again solid. First I wanted to do stripes, but then I kind of didn't like that with the other stripes, so I just left that simple and white. So I added two layers of white cardstock there. And now for my I wanted to say what this was, but right now it just doesn't come to my mind. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, you see what I'm doing. I'm using gold glitter cardstock, and then I'm adding a little navy flag at the top, and then my sailing boat is done. And for the little clouds I'm using white cardstock. I also wanted to add gray, but I think I will skip those. And for the waves I am using gray in this case, just to you know, since my boat is blue, I did not want to add blue waves. So I'm also layering these up again for dimension. You can totally skip all those steps. I just prefer my cards to be a bit more dimensional. For my sentiment, I'm going to go with the Bon Voyage sentiment, and I actually wanted to die cut this from different colors. So I'm going to create a strip of, like a sentiment strip, but first I wanted to see if it works without the strip, but I prefer it with the strip. So I'm going to cut a wider piece of white cardstock that houses those letters, and then I'll go from there. But first I'm going to put everything else together, and as you can see I'm adding foam tape to a lot of things, not all of the clouds, but some of them, just so I have a bit of variation there. And then I'm going to start gluing things down. And as you can see, some of the waves I am trimming off just so that they can be tucked behind the boat. And that's it. It's a very simple card. Actually, all three will be simple, but I don't know about you, but I always have had a soft spot for nautical themed and nautical colors, like the blue, white, red combo. And while I always preferred elegant clothes myself in the past. You know, ever since I became a mother, things have changed. But I always had blue, white stripes, red, white stripes, something, shirt, something. So I'm sure I still do. Anyway, so now for the sentiment. As you can see, that's what I'm trying to go for. And since I die cut this sentiment from white cardstock multiple times, I am now also going to add an extra layer to the white, just so that it stands out more and there's a bit more interest, I guess. And I'm trying to always use up everything I die cut, because I know chances are I might not be able to get back to the same again, and I don't want to throw away everything, you know. So I am trying to figure out if I like the strip to be as wide as the card or as the blue panel in the middle. And as far as I remember, I prefer it to reach all across the card front, but let's see. I might not remember it well. It's been a while. Yeah, no, it is like that. Okay, so I'm adding the sentiment using some foam tape, and then I trim off the excess, and then this one is done. And I actually created one more card like that, just a little bit of different colors. Now what I'm showing here is that this is a 5x7 card, but you can see the edges of that A2 size panel, or you know, the die, which is why I don't usually like to use these kind of dies on larger note cards, but I will find a way to go about that. I try to use some, what's that, the tool called bone folder to get rid of those indentations, but it just didn't really happen. So I'm going to do something else. But first of all, I attached that panel to my card base, and now I'm going to do an inlay technique on that. Some of you will probably think I'm crazy, but I just love doing this. For me, it's relaxing, so I totally appreciate that this is not everybody's thing. But I think these background dies they always look really nice white on white. That's what I like, either inlay technique or white on white. So I am placing red sails, and so basically the whole pattern is here now repetitive, and I'm just creating the same color for each section. Gold flags, and then as you can see, the clouds I did not piece back, and then gray waves. And now I created 2 A2 panels that I layered up, and I will now attach that at the top, and you can see that will cover my indentations, if that makes any sense. And I am wondering if I can use this round sentiment. I didn't want to use the same Voyage sentiment, so I die cut the Happy Father's Day round sentiment from the Round and Round background add-on die set, and I am adding some sub-sentiment, so to say, using the mini alpha die and some gold glitter paper, and I will add We Love You at the bottom, where, you know, once you place an A2 size panel onto your 5x7 card base, you have the perfect spot for a larger sentiment at the bottom. This is kind of my go-to design. So this card is done. It's dimensional. I like how that turned out. And then here's the other one that I created in the video, and I will show you a third one that is very similar to this one, just a different colorway. Here in the background, I did not use an embossing folder. I just created those lines with my bone folder. So that's it. I hope I could give you some ideas with these two new die sets. I hope you like how these cards turned out. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.